All right, so I wanted to walk you through kind of how I have my courses set up. I'm a third grade teacher, and obviously when my kids log in, they're going to see all of these different courses, and I'm sure it's going to be overwhelming. So I have tried to make this as user-friendly for them as possible. And how I've done that is I've made what I call a landing page for them to automatically go to every day. So instead of kind of manipulating and going through each of these courses, they're going to automatically go into our homeroom course, which is going to be our landing page. And they're going to be able to access all of the information for their courses in this one main page. So when they come into the homeroom course, the first thing they're going to see is our virtual classroom. And this virtual classroom is going to have all of the information that they need. We have an announcements space on our dry erase board, which is going to give them information that I need them to know throughout the week. And they're going to have a link to our live sessions. Now, once school actually starts, this will be a lot bigger on the whiteboard. But for now, I wanted them to know what this space was going to be used for. So when it's time for us to start and they do live lessons, all they'll have to do is come into this elementary homepage, click on the link, and it takes them straight to our live lessons. So they don't have to worry about going in and out of folders. I also have a Schoology 101 course for parents and students. It walks them through all the different tools and things that they're going to be seeing in Schoology. And then I also have some class information. I have a Meet the Teacher slide so they can get to know me. There's a little video that I created for them. There's also some remote learning expectations, things that, we expect from them throughout this online learning journey. Behavior expectations, how, what do we expect when we're live? Show up, be on time, and be ready to learn. I have a contact me slide for parents so they know how to get in touch with me, and also a daily schedule, which this is just an example. Once we have ours set in stone, it will be there as well, and they'll always have access to it. As you scroll down, they also have these hot buttons, links, to access all of the different courses. So again, instead of coming in and clicking on each one of these, they go straight to the homeroom course. And if we're working on reading, they can go click on reading, and it's going to take them into the reading course without them having to go in and out of the different courses. All of my virtual classrooms are set up differently, kind of to go along with the actual course that they're working on. So for reading, this is my reading virtual classroom. I have book bins here, and each one of these are labeled with a series of books. And if a child wants to read books in that series, all they have to do is click on it. So if they wanted to read some I Survived books, they come to I Survived, they click on it, and it's going to take them to an online library through Epic that's going to give them virtual books in that series that they can read. So all of these books they have access to. So there are links for each of the library bins. And also, instead of trying to manipulate all of the lessons, trying to figure out which week they're in, which day they just come, and if it's Monday, they're going to click on Monday, and it'll take them to Monday's assignment. I will have each of these buttons linked to their courses. So again, they just have to go to homeroom, scroll down, and decide which course we're in. Language arts, this is what my language arts virtual classroom looks like. There aren't really any hot links here. It's just set up to, represent my classroom for writing. I've got some of the writing process posters here. And again, the hot links for the daily assignments. I will have them all organized down here in this folder, so that when they scroll down, they don't see a long list of materials, and hopefully they won't need access to it unless they just want to review or revisit their live lessons for that particular day or that week, or if they just need a refresher course. That's where everything's going to be stored. But for daily purposes, all they're going to have to do is click on the corresponding day to access their courses. Going to math. Math is more interactive than language arts. It's more like reading. Each of these little boxes have virtual manipulatives for them to access. Again, I teach third grade, so these manipulatives are geared towards my third graders. So if we're working with 10 frames, they can come into our virtual classroom, click on 10 frames, and it takes them to the virtual manipulative for 10 frames. Counters, you click on it, it's going to take them to counters, and they can, again, have their virtual manipulatives. We are sending some manipulatives home, but, you know, we're going more paperless and we're virtual, so I wanted them to have access. There's clocks, and again, they're all geared towards third grade. I have fluency practice because we are still using extra math here, and so they can access their extra math practice. And also, we begin teaching multiplication, and we do videos through YouTube that helps them learn their multiplication, kind of skip counting. So our number charts at the top have links that take them straight to the videos that we do in class. So again, our virtual classroom for math is pretty interactive. And again, I have the buttons down here that will link them to their daily assignments. So that's kind of how I have my Schoology courses set up. To kind of just give you a glimpse at the other ones, they're not as interactive as reading and math, but science looks like this. And I will use my whiteboards in each of the courses to kind of give, you know, maybe the objectives for the week and any tests or assessments that we're going to be doing, just to kind of give them an overview for each of the subjects. And again, the daily buttons for their assignments. And social studies, same thing. Here's our social studies virtual classroom. The whiteboard, again, will be used to make announcements. And I have my hot link buttons. So that's kind of how I have set up my my classroom for my elementary kids. To give you a quick course, a how-to video on how to do this, all I did was I created my virtual classrooms in my Google Drive. I ended up using drawings. I originally made my my originals in Google Slides, but I'm a little OCD, and whenever I embedded them into my courses, they showed the navigation bar, and that drove me bonkers. And so I ended up doing mine in drawings. Drawings gave me a little bit more of a space to work with so that I didn't have to have separate slides for my interactive buttons. So my drawings ended up looking like what you see on the main page, which was, you know, this. It looks really small here, but I was able to go in, and this is going to be over a lot of your heads, but I was able to go into the main page and kind of change the HTML code to make my classrooms look bigger. And I'll show you that in here, but again, it works without making it bigger. You can do it in Google Slides. Just know you'll have that navigation bar, and it's kind of a set width. So again, I use mine in drawings. So each of mine are set up in drawings. Now, to get these into your Schoology courses, you'll go to the course that you want. So let's say you are going to you want to embed your main page classroom, which is this classroom right here. So you'll go to Schoology, and you'll go into the course that you want. Now, obviously, mine's already set up. You'll have a blank canvas. You will go to Updates, and you will see this box right here. You will click on the Resource tab, and then you'll click on Apps. You may have to install your Google Drive resource to your apps for this to show up, but once you do that, it'll always show up. So you'll click on Apps, Google Resources. You'll find the slide that you're wanting to embed. Mine is down here. Let's see, drawings, and we're doing the main page. So you'll click on main page, and you'll click import. Now, as you can see, my import embed link is not there. It's a little glitch in the system. So I'm going to show you how to get that import embed link to show up. So X out of that. If for some reason you see that your import embed link isn't there, you need to kind of do this little trick to get it to show up. You'll go to materials. You will add materials, add page, add page. You will come right here to where it says insert content. You'll click on insert content and you're going to insert Google Drive resource. Once you are here, you can click on anything. You're not really doing anything. You're just kind of activating the link. So click on one of your links, click on import, and you'll see the import embed. That's all you have to do. Literally, that's all you have to do. Once you see the import embed, just click anywhere, X out, don't make any changes. You're literally just activating that link. You can X out of everything, and now go back to updates. Click on your resource tab, apps, Google Drive resource, then click on the slide that you're wanting to embed. Click import, and now you should see import embed there. Once you import embed, it's going to embed it right there. Now again, these are kind of set sizing. I can do another video. I think that's going to be too confusing right now to show you how to go into Foxfire and manipulate the HTML code to make it bigger. But again, that's not necessary. Once you have it embedded, make sure that you click on this little arrow right here and click update, because that's going to make it an announcement, and that's going to automatically show up at the top of your page every time the kids come in. And then you can click post. And once you've posted, this isn't what it's going to look like, but this is what you will see. When you go to materials, this is the page that they're going to look at. Again, it's pretty small. So if you're using slides, it'll be a little bit bigger, but you'll have that bar. And then you can go in and manipulate the HTML code if you want to and make it a little bit bigger. The good thing about importing and embedding is if it is embedded into this page, whenever, let's say when you're doing your, if you set it up the way that I do, and you're going to link all of your courses or your daily classwork to these hot link buttons, all you're going to have to do, if they're imported and embedded into Schoology, all you're going to have to do is go into your Google Drive and change those links each week, and it will automatically update over here in your Schoology course. Again, that's only if you embed it. If you embed it, they're linked together. If you're just copying and pasting, then you're going to have to go in and manually change your links in both. So I would import embed, and then just make your changes each week in your Google Drive, your slides, and it'll automatically update. If you have any questions, reach out. I'll be glad to help. And if you want to see the video of the HTML, how to go in and change the HTML coding to make this bigger, to fit your screen, like I have, I'll make a video for that. Anyway, I hope this helps. Good luck and have a great 2020-2021 school year.